Hi guys, welcome back to Income Grinders. My name is Eric and it's time for a new episode in the case study where I will build a affiliate website from scratch. And today's episode will be just about how to register a domain name. So in the previous episode of the case study we focused on just finding expired domain names to sort of do sort of a shortcut in rankings and bypass Google Sandbox and other stuff. So you can take a look at that video if you're interested in how I did that part. And I didn't show much about how to actually do the registration of the domain name and why I chose GoDaddy, for example, as my domain registrar. So in this video, as I said, I will focus just about registering domain names. There are lots of places where you can buy your domain names. So if you only want to protect your name, your brand, or your product name, you can visit the so-called domain registrar, which is a company that have a website, and you can search for your domain name that you want to purchase. You just put it in the cart, and you go through the sort of purchasing flow. And I will show how this is done in this tutorial. And of course, you need to pay a cost for buying a domain. And when it comes to domains, this is a yearly subscription fee you need to pay. So at the end of each sort of year that you have owned your domain, you need to renew it for a fee. And to put it in general amounts, it costs about $20 per year to own most domain names that are out there. Quite often you also want to build a website on your domain. That's not part of this tutorial, but I'll just mention a few points about this as well. So if you know that you from day one are interested in buying or sort of building a website, it might be good to actually purchase your domain name at a place where you can also buy hosting. Hosting is the name, sort of acronym for some place to host and build your website for that specific domain. So if you buy your domain at the hosting provider where you also want to build your website, it might be easier. Then you don't need to redirect and point your domain name to that specific hosting provider that you will build your website on. Also, many of these hosting providers available will sort of have discounts. If you both buy your domain and your hosting with them, you might get a good deal for the first year at least. But like I said in this tutorial, I will only demonstrate how to purchase a domain name to keep it simple. But I will put up a link to the hosting provider which I will be using further along in this case study, and probably use it for all my international projects. For my international domain registrations, I have decided to use a company called GoDaddy, which I will just shortly show you. And the reason why I will use GoDaddy, I have looked around a little bit, but GoDaddy is the largest available domain registrar, which means they can really push down the prices, at least for the first year. So they're really cheap when you want to get started and register domain names. They offer a wide range of extensions, and also what they have, which is good if you want to speculate in domain names, they have an auction system. So you can basically go into GoDaddy and purchase a bunch of domains you have found or just want to register, and you can directly after put them out for sale on the auction part of GoDaddy. And they also, these days, they have hosting that you can purchase and sort of start building out websites that you have on the domains that you have purchased. So that's it for the background, and next step is to go on my computer and I will show you the simple small steps needed to actually register a domain name. And like I said, I will register that domain I found yesterday related to reptiles. Okay, we are at GoDaddy here on my computer, and as you can see in the URL here, I have put in uk.godaddy.com since I will be registering a UK domain. And that also means that they have put up a special offer for .co.uk, which is really nice, since that's the kind of domain I found and would be interested in purchasing. So I put in the domain name here, southwalesreptiles.org.uk. Here we have it, and we will add it to the cart. So you see my cart up here, and I can go to checkout now. We just say no thank you to all the upsales. No thanks. No thanks. No web for me. Continue to cart. So I will just register this one for 1 year at this time. $12 for the first year. Then after that year I will get the notice when the time is getting close to renew it if I want to keep it. I will go to checkout. Okay, now we are here at the create account. So if you don't have an account with GoDaddy, which I guess many of you are not having that are watching this, you will need to create an account using your email, select the username as well as a password, and then you need to agree with some stuff, and so I will leave that up to you. And since I already have an account, I will sign in using that one. So since I've already did a payment before on my Visa card, I will just need to add a security code for my card and then continue with the payment. I'll do a review of the statement and then I pay. So I will not show this in the video. Okay, now it's time to complete the purchase of this domain. Then you just press complete purchase, and your domain will be purchased, it will be registered, and it will appear on your account. So now we have it. I am the proud owner of southwalesreptiles.org.uk for domains, and here you will see that I should have 2 domains in my possession. Now, okay, I have 3. I have sort of a project on ice called Gameplay Dad. These are the 2 domains for this case study. Related to the case study, we have the gecko spot, which was the one I talked about in the previous video, and the one that we just purchased. And so that's it. We have now showed you guys. I have now showed you guys how to purchase a domain. Any questions, you can just put them in the comments and I will gladly help you guys if you want to have some assistance in purchasing a domain name. Otherwise, just use the link to GoDaddy in the description and purchase whatever domain you are interested in. And let me know how it works out for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. And that's it for today. Have a great day.